Hey, Crapperinos, you got R.D. Reynolds here in the first ever, and we'll see how it goes, and maybe first ever, last ever, if my co-host doesn't wake up a little bit. I've had to call him 6 times today and get him out of bed. He is the Ed McMahon to my Johnny Carson, or something to that ilk. Blade Braxton is on the line with us.
Yeah, how's it going?
Well, it's going good. You know, the Gooker Award is the big year-end award for WrestleCrap. You know, what is the worst angle? What's the worst character that we have seen all year? Excuse me. And I've been thinking about it, and man, have we been getting nailed left and right with just a lot of horrible gimmicks.
Oh, most definitely, man. I was a little worried. You know, things were a little thin at the beginning of the year. You know, it's like there's got to be a forced Gooker. You know.
Well, I knew whenever they announced that the Diva Search 2 was going to be taking place.
Right there, we had a winner automatically.
We had a winner, but to be honest, I mean, I have found that to be like, it's like not so funny it's bad, it's just like it's so bad it's bad.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like, I don't know, being forced to watch a rerun of Maude. Yeah, it's not like it's like the worst thing ever, but it's just something you just don't want to do. You know?
Maude? Jesus, I think I'm on the phone with Heenan doing the Quincy jokes. Yeah, Maude. Let's make references to a 1970 show that probably half the people listening to this broadcast, they probably just stopped their player right now.
What can I say? I'm infatuated with B. Arthur.
What do you think of the Con Man? I love it that his catchphrase is he's going to do things the Conway. Here's what I'm thinking. He should keep using the Conway, and they should bring out Tim Conway.
Yeah, you need some Dorf. He'd fit right in with all those other midgets they threw out there recently.
He should form a little clique, and you know what they'd be. The Apple Dumpling Gang.
Hey.
Okay, so who is Don Knotts to?
Is he still alive?
Don Knotts?
Yes.
Is he no longer with us? I didn't even know he was sick.
I don't know.
It's all 70s all the time here on WrestleCrap Radio.
So you think Verne Gagne is going to drop the belt?
I think he probably still does have it. You and I have been talking, and we're thinking about, okay, who can we have on this WrestleCrap Radio? You know, we're gonna have Cheatham on when we take over Get in the Ring, and that's gonna be hot. You know, and we can ask him what he thought of Dorf.
True.
That'd be great. And by that point, I'll find out if Don Knotts is alive or dead, because that's important.
Yeah.
That's important here at WrestleCrap. You know, if anybody's still listening to this, I just have to ask you why. How did we get on Don Knotts? You know, whenever I first came up with this idea of doing WrestleCrap Radio, I never thought the initial airing, our initial show would be talking about B. Arthur and, the life status of Don Knotts. It was never in the plans. This is totally unscripted, folks.
Yeah.
Believe us.
We didn't plan to do this.
I have my little list of things we're going to cover. Don Knotts is not on that list.
But at least we got something to work on next week. We'll be looking for the whereabouts of Joyce DeWitt.
I loved her. Hey, let's at least try and segue back into wrestling. Supposedly this is what this show is about, but I guess it's not. It shouldn't be called WrestleCrap Radio. It should be called Crap Radio.
I thought that's what it was called anyway. That's what it'll be called next week.
So Kerwin White. Not Betty White. Kerwin White. I want to talk about him. I don't want to talk about any more 70s stars. You know, Tom Wopat or anybody.
Okay, I got it.
Kerwin White. Get it together. This is a professional show we're doing here.
You are correct, sir.
Very, very professional. Hey, okay, we were talking about Kerwin White, and you said, well, was he on? And that's what I went into this whole segue about how I didn't watch Raw this week. And but last week he was on the show, and he had the greatest. He met up with Vince, Vince McMahon. He was asking him, "Oh, do you know any good realtors in Greenwich?" And Vince said, "I can't relate to the middle class." And I thought, boy, that's like the truest statement. That's like the truest statement Vince has made in years.
That's funny.
Because I mean, I don't know how many people out there know this, but everybody's complaining about the writing staff and how bad like the storylines have been and everything. And do you know how many writers they just hired? Have you heard this? Have you heard that? How many writers they hired?
Like 25.
They just hired 12 writers, and I swear to God, I'm not making that up. I mean, what the hell did they do? Did they just, like, go down to McDonald's? Oh, yeah, you made good fries. Come on out. You're going to be writing for us.
Hey, why can't we be writing for them?
Because we'd be, like, scripting Betty White appearances. And B. Arthur and, like, a Golden Girls, reunion or something.
But it can't be worse than scripting something, a woman with a fake tumor on the side of her face.
Jillian Hall. I don't understand that at all. Because it doesn't even look like they're making jokes like it's a mole.
It looks like...
It looks like fake vomit. Like the fake vomit you get at like a novelty store.
Yeah, like Spencer's or something.
Like Spencer's. I need someone to explain to me what that's even supposed to accomplish.
That's all I can say about that.
Yeah.
You know.
Speaking of gross.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if I think I forwarded you the photos. He has not made his appearance on WWE TV yet, but he has been on OVW.
The soon-to-be legendary Boogeyman.
The Boogeyman. I can't wait.
The horns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I miss Mantor, so...
I saw those horns, and I didn't think of Mantar. I thought about the Barbarian.
Oh.
Remember when he used to come out with the antlers? I always loved it whenever Heenan was on commentary, because he would talk about how he went and he beat up a deer with his bare hands to get those antlers. I'm thinking there's your intro vignette.
Yeah.
The Barbarian beating up a deer. Bambi's dad.
Bambi meets Barbarian.
Bambi meets the Barbarian. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, folks. We're going to work on this. You haven't heard the last of WrestleCrap Radio. As frightening as that may be. As frightening as that may be, we're going to come back next week.
I promise I'll get some sleep before I do it next time.
It'll be better. Maybe. With 150% more 1970s, television star references. I'm thinking maybe a Dana Plato and a Gary Coleman.
Yeah. If you're not down with that, sit on it.
And on that note, that's amazing because I think we jumped the shark the first show. That has to be a record.
Well, we had a good first 5 minutes.
Well, that was a fabulous first 5 minutes. So anyway, guys, and Playboy models out there listening to our Golden Tones, this is R.D. Reynolds and his crony, Blade Braxton, signing off, and we will see you all in 7 days.